Right.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah.
right.
I would imagine Minnesota guy. I don't know for sure. I'm not in that man's business like that.
Okay.
I mean, missing this game for that baby. I see you.
It's the baby, bro. It's gonna be there when you get back. We hope.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying the baby gonna be
okay, but unnecessary.
The baby gonna it don't know whatever you about to think you about to do with the baby. He gonna be asleep.
Need that skin to skin contact.
Okay, you get skin to skin in 2 days.
Right on the whole time. Right on the. Need some milk.
Look, I get you want to be with your wife and smile and stuff, and your good NBA healthcare insurance.
Right.
It's because of you playing.
On Gil's Arena, former NBA player Gilbert Arenas had another terrible take, this time on Rudy Gobert.
Where Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert will miss Game 2 tonight against the Nuggets. Gobert became a father this morning for the first time on Monday, his wife giving birth to their first child. Was unable to get back to Denver in time for the game.
Which, by the way, Denver got clobbered by Anthony Edwards in Minnesota, but that's neither here nor there. The big question is about Arenas and his antics on his show, because this was not the first time.
I know what they can do. Get rid of all the Europeans. What? You just said it. You just said it. You go to college to learn defense.
Yeah.
What college do Europeans go to?
When asked how to fix NBA defenses, this was his solution.
They have no athleticism.
Gil, some
They
come
have
over.
no athleticism.
They all come over and go
Hold
to
on.
Arizona.
They have no athleticism, right? They have no speed, no jumping ability. They are a liability on defense. There's 150 Euros in the league today. Name the top 10 defenders.
No,
None.
I'm with
right? Just the Rudy Gobert and Greek the Freak. Other than that, they're just offensive players. They're not defensive players, right?
There's a lot to this, but he would go further.
So the NBA took away aggression. They took away aggression to open up the Euro League. When they first started getting here, it was too rough for them.
And they didn't make it.
They didn't make it. Right? So eventually, they softened the rules. They didn't soften the rules for the Americans. They softened the rules to open it up international. So when they're saying the Euros is going to run the league in the next 5 years, why do you think that? More threes, passing, cutting. This is not our league. This is not the American style. This is the Euro style. So, drive in, suck the defense in, pass the ball to the three-point line. It's a three-point shooting league because they're copying Euro style.
So Arenas would get shredded for the latter. Deadspin's DJ Dunson would write, remember JJ Redick's polemic explaining how basketball talk gets drowned out by ridiculous hot take artists? Arenas is the metonym for that ignorance. Not only did he skip over James Harden and the Warriors dynasty's impact, this 13-year pro and former All-Star just said with a straight face that you go to college to learn how to play defense. Anecdotal evidence says otherwise. Players who came straight from high school were winners of the last 6 Defensive Player of the Year awards during the abbreviated Preps to Pros era. More from Dunson. His take, amateurish take, on NBA defenses is the norm, not the exception. Everything he says, from mocking Giannis Antetokounmpo working on his post-game with Hakeem Olajuwon to supporting Draymond Green slapping Europeans who are taking the league from our people, close quote, should be taken with a grain of cyanide. He's a deeply unserious troll at best, or a xenophobic half-wit, or both. On the Gobert front, obviously, it's not like he didn't try to make the game. He did, for what it's worth, of course. From Fox Sports, Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch said Gobert tried to get there for the 10 p.m. Eastern Time tip-off, but was unable to make the flight because of heavy wind delays in the Denver area. Furthermore, when asked before the playoffs if Gobert would consider missing a playoff game because of the birth of his child, he swiftly responded, quote, I don't think there's any debate to have. I think all the guys will literally tell me don't play. Arenas didn't feel the same way, saying it's a baby, bro. It's going to be there when you get back, from a heartfelt standpoint. Gobert, who has suffered a lot, some of it he brought on to himself, others who have really gone hard at him, would share a heartfelt piece with the Players Tribune. From day one, before I could protect myself, my mom was protecting me. The things she did for me and my siblings, it's incredible. Financially, we didn't have a lot. My dad went back to Guadalupe when I was 2, and my mom had to handle a lot of responsibilities. We lived in what we call HLM, social housing. Immigrants from all different places, lots going on. It was an interesting place. No matter what was going on, I always felt grateful and happy for everything I had. I never complained, never asked my mom for things we couldn't afford. So let's just go over these one by one if we can. When it comes to, oh, well, how could the NBA do this to our sacred league? They made it European. They're allowing the three-pointers. Contact is limited. That goes back to the hand checking rules. And I think Arenas is highly entertaining. It's just when he gets something wrong, it's really, really wrong. It's blisteringly wrong. It's mind-numbing wrong. Saying that they're taking away our game is ridiculous. The game is going to evolve, whether Arenas likes it or not. So to have these things and, applaud Draymond Green striking Yusuf Nurkic of the Phoenix Suns, I believe is who he was referencing there, is preposterous. It's dumb. It's illogical. It's short-sighted. On the basically saying, what do these guys do? They don't go to college. What do you do when you go to college? You learn defense and you play defense. Well, that's not true. You learn to play defense. I would guarantee, that's certainly a part of it, but I would guarantee there is more to it than just zoning in on this one thing to aid and abet your argument. And the reason I was so high, if I may, conversely, on Luka Doncic is because he was 13 when he started playing pro ball. Giannis was young when he started playing pro ball. The fact that they get to do this against other pros instead of playing, and this is, no knock. A lot of people could never play Division 1, 2, 3, NAI, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is saying with respect. It goes to show how big of a jump it is from college to the pros in the U.S. that a lot of the dudes that do play Division I basketball are not going to go to the National Basketball Association. They're going to go to those leagues that 13-year-old Luka Doncic is playing against. That says something. So there's a lot of falsehoods here. Lastly, let me end with this on the Gobert front. I witnessed the birth of my first child, who's in the room over there. And I don't even know if I could put it into terms. And as a family-oriented person, it meant a lot to me to obviously be there. But also, my wife needed me. And let's say, hypothetically, I couldn't be there or I chose not to be there. That would be an irrational decision that I would be second-guessing the rest of my life. It is truly magical. And I think as pro athletes, we just sort of see them as like this thing that you fit into this box and you're going to be defined by that your entire life, which is unfair. But this is a softer way of saying what Laura Ingraham did, which is shut up and dribble. You are a ball player. Go play ball. Go perform for me and your teammates and the fans that deserve it. Not missing a playoff game because you have a child that's going to be there when you get home. Whether it was for shock value or not, it's incredibly stupid. An incredibly stupid thing to say. And if you read that Players Tribune piece, which I highly recommend you should, you will see how important family is to Rudy Gobert and how important and a central figure his mom was, which he likely sees in his significant other. He was treated like dirt as a kid, and his mom had his back the whole time. He understands what that means. And I would guarantee, because of that rough upbringing, of how the public perceived him, and the kinship he had with his mother, that those were the building blocks that led up to this decision that probably he did not even think of going against. So with all of this, congratulations to the Gobert family. If there are any stories we missed, if there are any that you, the viewer, would like to submit, get at me and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. DMs are open. Support the channel. All of our content is free. It's the least you could do. Become a paid channel member and or go to tyt.com/join to support the network as a whole. Thank you so much. Have a great day.